Hey guys, welcome back to another week's episode. This week, again, I'm throwing together a video just to have one out. Um, it's kind of like the night before I release my videos. So, basically been very busy this week. As you see behind me, the shelves have changed around. I'll be moving my Victorian era mantel clock to the top shelf behind me there. That'll be coming in from my ex-wife's house. But in doing so, I have condensed down my World Silver collection. It's something I did early in my collecting years, and just ended up being random coins, had no theme or anything, just silver coins from all over the world. But now that I'm doing more typeset collecting, basically just got rid of a bunch of coins and trying to sell a bunch to get money to buy more for my typesets and everything. But I did end up keeping a lot of the 1800s and 1700s coins out of the silver collection. Enough that about that much there. This side here, if I can move my hand, this side here is all Netherlands, which is another typeset I'm starting from the main Netherlands country, not the Commonwealths like Curacao or Antilles or West Indies. So basically those will be going into my 17s and 1800s collection. There are a few mid or early 1900s and a few 1975s to go in my 75 collection. Also, I'll show off a mail call that came in this week. And also in condensing, I found a bunch of 1957 D pennies that I had from a collection I bought. And I just threw them off in the corner and never really thought about them. And I ended up pulling them out and taking a closer look at them. And I didn't realize that every single one had a die chip on it. So we will take a quick look at those. I've got a few examples and something from my pocket change. Every Sunday I just sit down, have coffee, and I'll go through all my pocket change before I throw it in my jar to take to the bank. And every once in a while I find something. Sometimes I don't. But it's still kind of neat to find things. And it's not really a major error, but it's just something minor, and I like to collect the minor things. So let me change everything around and we'll be right back. So first off, we start off with a mail call. Quite a few really nice coins came in. A coin from my German state collection from the Duchy of, I wouldn't be able to pronounce all that, I'm sorry, but it's German state 3 Finnick from Duke Frederick Francis III. In really good condition, at least for the age. And then Civil War token. This one's a store card. It's from Gustavus Lindemuller. This is an ale house in New York City. And I think thousands of these were made and passed out. They're not extremely rare, but it's one of the ones that you want to collect. It was one of the first store cards ever minted in 1863. And it's about the size of a large halfpenny. And that's a engraving of Gustavus Lindemuller. Next up, the Free Imperial City of Frankfurt. It's another German state coin, 1 Heller from 1856. In really, really good condition here. Even has some of its luster left on it. And speaking of luster, in 1851, Swedish 1/6 skilling. Mintage was less than $500,000. But I think for that country, that was kind of an average mintage. Kind of hard to keep up with what's metal alignment and what's coin alignment here. 1855, German states. This is the Duchy of Nassau. Not in that great condition, but still, like I said, the coins I like to collect are the more, the more circulated ones, because they feel like they have more history behind them. If you get something in mint state, it didn't have any history. And it didn't go through many pockets. It didn't go through many stores or anything like that. So, next up is a golden wedding anniversary. It's 1892, Denmark. I believe this is Christian the 9th. And I forgot what his wife's name was. Another great coin to go into my 1800s collection. And the neat thing about this, there's actually third-party engraving across the back. I did translate it from Danish. It says, "In remembrance from the grave diggers." So basically just in honor from the grave diggers, meaning like congratulations for 50 years of marriage and stuff. And I guess Grave Diggers Union or something like that. Next up is a merchant token from the U.S., actually from Stored, Minnesota. I couldn't find out much more about this. It's from A.P. Nelson. It could be from the late 1800s to the early 1900s. Really great luster still left in it. It's good for 1 cent merchandise. Next up is another German states coin. This is from the Grand Duchy of Baden. It's one cruiser from 1813. Again, with the history behind them and all stuff, showing circulation and wear. You can tell this has been through many hands. It's seen a lot of things. This one has a hole in it. It's actually supposed to have a hole in it. This is not a third-party hole. This came from the private mint. But, sorry. After World War I, they took a captured German cannon and made all these Victory, Liberty, Loan medallions out of that cannon. So historically, this coin has a lot of history behind it. But coming from the Liberty Loan, this is for the employees of Liberty Loan who actually went off to war and came back. They gave these to those employees. You can stop the video and read that if you can. Alright. Next up, 1856, Sweden. One Skilling Rigsmont. Really good condition. Like I said, I keep going back to it. It doesn't matter to me what condition it's in. The worst condition means the most history. So this coin kind of just lets me know that it sat in a bank or sat in somebody's collection for eons. But it's nice to see the detail the way it's supposed to be. Alright, next up, 1837 U.S. Hard Times token. This is a famous millions for defense, but not 1 cent for tribute. What that really means, Andrew Jackson, he was spending a lot of money on the military defense, and there are a lot of people suffering from being poor, and just the money wasn't going where it was supposed to go, and a lot of civilians suffered from it. So they started making tokens and just using them for spending, but it was literally political jabs at the president and his cabinet. It's still neat history in these coins. Staying on the same line, this is another one depicting Andrew Jackson saying, "I take the responsibility," meaning I'm not sure what that is supposed to mean, but the back, or the reverse, is the jackass. Basically taking jabs at Andrew Jackson, calling him a jackass and all that stuff. And these are coins that came out of my collection. There's some world coins I've had that I found errors on. This one being a nearly 20-degree rotated die. As you know, she's nearly straight up and down. But if I flip the coin over, it's off at an angle, about 20-degree angle. Not a major error, but I do collect minor errors. Another minor error, let's see. The reverse and the obverse are slightly off center strike. If you notice that the rim on the left side is not there. A little bit thicker on the right than on the left. Let me put that up. And about the same on the reverse. It's not as noticeable on the reverse, but it is noticeable on the obverse. And like most countries, the U.S. minted Panama's coins for quite a while. I believe these came out of the Philadelphia Mint. Staying on track of errors. This right here was my pocket change. Fine on Sunday. I will pop a video or a picture here in a moment, showing the doubling in God. And I know it's machine doubling. And also struck through grease on the E of the we. It's kind of fading out. But again, oddities, I like to collect oddities. To me, even strike errors are errors alone. Now, this stack was the 57D 1 cents that I mentioned. There's about 13 of them, and every single one has the die chip on it. And not all of them have the same die chip. There are some of them with just one die chip, and like the 9 or the 5 or the B or the space between the B and the E in Liberty. There's some of them that actually have 2 or 3 die chips. You have one, what they call a filled 9 with a circle of 9. There's a die chip within the 9 and the die chip between the B and the E. You have it where there's 2 die chips in 9 and the 5. It's another 9 and B and E one. That's another 9-5. You have one where the bottom circle on the B is filled and the circle on the 9 is filled. It's just all different die chips between Liberty and the 9 and 5 and the date, the 1957. They're not major errors. They would be considered minor errors, but they are collectible, and a lot of the error collectors collect those. So, definitely something pretty neat to add to an error collection. And then we look over here, like I said, this whole run right here is a beginning of a Netherlands collection. I'm trying to do a typeset from 1817 up to 2001 when they went with the euro. I don't collect the euros as much when I do typesets. So, and then all this right here, like I said, all these came from my World Silver collection. I'm doing mainly like I said, my 1800s, and I'm keeping a lot of the early 1900 coins as well and putting those in the collection. Peruvian, 5 pesetas. In 1908 as Philippine peso. We're looking at 1909 A piastre. 1975 Gambia. I want to say it's a 10 Dallas. This will be in my 1975 collection. For those of y'all that don't know, I was minted in 75 myself, so being gypped out of a American date set because of 1976. In 75, they made the 75 penny, nickel, and the dime. But in 75, they started making the bicentennial 1976 quarter, half dollar, and dollar. So my birth set is only just the penny, the nickel, and dime. So I actually collect world coins from 1975. So, sorry for the shortness of the video, but next week I do plan on doing a educational video talking about the Statue of Liberty and the commemorative typeset that they sold to raise money for restoration of the statue. I actually have two of the sets. I have the 3 coin and the 2 coin set. So until next week, I hope y'all enjoy the video. Please hit that like button. And have a great week. Have a great weekend. Enjoy life. Always enjoy life. So, alright. See y'all next week. We'll have a recipe or a cooking video this Sunday. So we'll see you Sunday, or we'll see you Thursday. Real quick before I sign out, I did quit eBay this past week. I just don't agree with what they're doing. Literally, they're taking 23% of my sales in fees, taxes. In the state of Florida, we don't tax for coins, but eBay's decided to tax for coins. And I don't do that. And also, it's just, I'm losing money from them taking the fees and taxes out. So I will be selling off my Instagram page. Actually, I made a separate page from my Instagram page. But if you follow my Instagram link in the About section or the About tab, sorry. If you follow the Instagram link in my About tab, it'll take you to my collection page. One of the first posts on my collection page is the link to my storefront page. So if you follow that, I'll be selling coins through there. So please stop by, take a look at coins. I can actually sell them for a lot cheaper than I could on eBay. Literally, I was having to jack up my price to be able to sell on eBay. And people just weren't buying. And shipping was way too expensive. So this way I can actually control how much my stuff is selling for. And the only fees I got to worry about is PayPal. And I do take PayPal and I take Zelle as well. So please go give my storefront a what we call a look-see, and come on by. I'll probably work deals with you. I can actually work deals now. That's another good thing. So, like I said, come on by, check it out. And again, till next week, have a great weekend, a great week. Enjoy life. Always enjoy life. And don't let everything get you down. We'll see you next week.